Sessions. Y'all know where y'all came. It's Megawatt the DJ. I got a couple friends here with me today, and it's gonna be a real good one. I need y'all to go ahead and give it up for one of y'all YouTube friends, YouTube finest, Keyshawn the fitness man. I forgot. I know I messed up, by not having the sound effects. I guess I should have plugged in the DJ setup too.
Right, you know how I do with the sound effects. Either way, which way?
You know what I'm saying? So, and I also got one of my favorites in the world here. You got your man, King Pharaoh, the Pharaoh right here before you, my guys and gals.
Greetings.
All right, salute to everybody. I want to get on here in a second. Have anybody ever been on my YouTube page before? First time. All right.
I think it's my first. Maybe not.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on here. I'm gonna go ahead and get on here and check it. So we're gonna make sure we got this sound check. I don't be caring. We're gonna do it. This is live. You never know with the live. So
how everybody been on this wonderful day?
How was your Sunday?
It's been all right. It's been very progressive. Started pretty early, and sure, it may end a little later than usual. I usually try to, get in bed, around 10. The responsible time. But
8
or 7,
8 or 9, like
8 or 9. That's
when the perfect time you get all your rest. 8 or 9.
Yeah, all the rest 8 or 9. Yeah, decent rest.
Decent rest. That's a decent hour to go to bed, probably.
Okay, so to consider that, what time do you wake up? If that's a decent rest, like what time do you have to wake up?
Wake up at 6 or 7.
6 or 7, yeah. 6
or 7,
regular hours.
Okay.
To work it hours, if you was like,
yeah, my schedule was kind of sporadic because some days, I may not be needed at, my second gig, so I may pick up for my main gig, and my main gig I may pick up, either night or day. So usually if like it's daytime, it's 6 or 7 a.m. Like during the nighttime, if I'm like doing a night shift and I need to get my sleep during the day, I probably wake up around like 3 p.m. for the night shift people. I probably already know like that's probably decent hours to wake up from like the night shift or whatever.
Yeah.
Because if I pick up a night shift, it's like 6:30 or whatnot.
Ooh, night shift. Yeah.
Yeah, 6:30 or whatnot. How about you? How your day been, Megawatt?
Well, I'm assuming that y'all, because y'all, like I said, y'all have a regular work schedule. Being Megawatt the DJ, we have a different kind of schedule.
Right.
Yeah. I appreciate the opportunity. So I appreciate the fact that my hobby, the things that I love, definitely went with the way I want to sleep. I definitely don't. I never like waking up at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. So me being able to have the opportunity to wake up 9 o'clock, which I've been waking up at about 8 here lately, is definitely appreciated. I can definitely say that. I know on me. Salute everybody.
Gonna pick them up.
Decent
hour.
hour.
Put the ad out there, man. Gonna pick them up.
Yeah. Whenever y'all come through, you get a sofa session.
You heard me.
But I wanted to not necessarily even rush into topics today because one, I like the vibe that we had going on even before we got on camera. That you guys just kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like it's never no pressure. It's not no pressure to be ready to be on camera. It was no pressure to like, hey, let's get this done. Like we kind of sat here and was like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know this man, but me and him sat here, Keyshawn, excuse me, and we got to sit here and talk a little bit. He almost seems like one of my own brothers. Like real talk. And that's just, a quick vibe, Like I very much understand energy a lot. How do y'all feel about like when you first encounter people, Like especially women. We're gonna speak women since that's what we all like. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna let you handle this one first. I'm build off of that view.
Because of that. But like, how do you assess like the woman if she like do you like women who approach you, or is that like too aggressive?
It's like I'm with both. Like I can approach the woman, and she and like I will feel the vibe. I would go off the connection. I would go off the body type. Like I would just go off the just the conversation. The conversation will get you like to get me to like, hey, if I want to take this long, if I want to even shoot my shot, if I want to even just and just take my time and do that.
I'm feeling that one. Yeah, it all takes time. Yeah, for me, as a male around here during this year, I don't want to date anything, but modern 2000s, after 2020, of course. But I don't find it so aggressive if it's just not nothing totally random. And like brother said, has to be you know not just out the blue, but appropriate within the time because you know if it's professional or if she has a mouthpiece on her and knows how to speak to people. If she makes that approach to me, then I know okay she she's pretty, I would say she's a woman of stature to know how to speak to somebody or to even approach a man appropriately. So I'll just have to have that check within myself and just keep an ear for them red flags or them indicators because she was an interview. She interviewing me, I'm interviewing her, whether it's the first date or even any interaction before things either get serious or things either become potential or even thoughts of works. But when a woman approaches me, I don't necessarily think she wants something. It's just living in the moment. It can tumble into something and snowball effect, or rather just be something but temporary or within that time and setting. Whether it's like at the store, like Sprouts, or at like the Cowboy at Color Rodeo in line finna get corn on the cob or something.
Man, why you bring up cord? I don't even know what's up with that. I'm just saying that in regards. I've been wanting some cord. I've been craving cord.
Hey.
I was gonna go get some elotes today. I was just like, nah, I love you.
Had them roasted.
But okay, so I wasn't gonna ask this question, but you said it. Number one red flag. What's the one red flag that you're gonna say, nah, I'm done? What's the one? I mean, if you got a couple, put out a couple, but what's the one that's just like, nah, shorty?
Trust.
But I mean, like, let's say within the first 2-3 interactions, like, what's the one red flag that you saw in a chick ever before? This one is a good one. Yo, see, this is why I wasn't worried about topics.
You said trust?
I said trust.
Still don't trust?
I got another one.
Like, how can you equate trust like right off the bat whenever, like, of course, like trust, like
it's not like you gotta like because you gotta when you understand like when you bring in somebody in a person you gotta want her you in her presence and she in your presence. You gotta when you gotta come, you have to understand, you have to trust that person. You have to believe, you gotta see you like because you're not gonna go to no one, you not gonna come to no situation if you don't feel like if you shaking the sun and that sun, like you're not gonna go to that situation because you're gonna feel like you got it sound like it's not perfect. It's not a hey, you don't need to be here at the time.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense because like you don't want to say too much off a initial approach, but you don't want to say too less in which you don't get that trust back and that respect to the other lady or to other people, those folks. Whether they be male, female, or in between the other side.
Yeah, true.
But for me, woman, all natural female woman.
That's what it is. If she got makeup on, or is it what?
Well, I'd rather all natural and she embrace everything she's grown and emits. But I'm not just gonna single out or even exploit anything that's outside of my not even requirements with my what thing I recommend for myself on a woman. But shoot, whether she has a late front or not, like true. Being with me, she probably go natural. I don't know. But even if she don't, that's on her. You know, she does what she want with her body and whatnot. You know, she's gotta respect. However, you know, I give it up because shoot, I don't get haircuts. Like, is she gonna wanna give me a haircut or exploit a haircut for me for
like
myself?
Edge up for your locks.
Yeah, I don't do none of
I
that.
didn't do that at first, and everybody, yeah, they got me. They got me. I ain't gonna lie, they got me.
I mean, I used to, yeah. I'm a trusted barber, you know. Shout out to local. Shout out to local.
Talking about some real women, just talking about on topics, y'all.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. However, a woman wants to embrace being a woman, that's what she do. Am I gonna come out of pocket for it? I don't know. Maybe on occasion, whatnot. I like spontaneity.
Okay, so that actually was a very good lead into the actual topic of the day, which is male types or models. Mm-hmm. What do you define yourself as? What do you consider yourself? Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, omega, sigma?
I'm an alpha.
Ain't nothing wrong with having the alpha mindset.
What about you?
I'm just a man. I'm just a regular guy. You know, I'm just hanging around. You know what I'm saying?
not to degrade anybody's intelligence, because I didn't even know there was that many. Do we know what they all mean?
I have not got into it. I
mean, we have a general idea of alpha, beta, but like I said, we typically that's what we hear about. Yeah. So do we even know what the other ones mean, or like have y'all even heard of the other ones?
Yeah, I'm like, pretty.
I mean, yeah, I've heard of them, but like in the realm of the male model.
Yeah. Okay, the best way I can put it, me, you know, I'll be out the way. You know, somebody know me. I'm cool with everybody. And, you know, I don't really cause no problems. And just like as we see, you know, I connect with folks whenever I can, especially within the industry there. And you know, I do what I can within my means and further expand. So, like I said, I think regular people do that, even though myself am not regular folk to others. So, you know, from my own perspective, regular, but maybe to others, you know, I hear it all the time at whenever I'm on the clock. Oh, celebrity walking in, what's that? And I'm like, everybody gotta blow up the spot every time I walk in. But as for like alpha, like yeah, I don't consider myself an alpha because I'd rather, you know, be an alpha in my own perspective with, you know, whoever calls me, I'm only at liberty to my own opinion, but I can relate to the alpha stance because I always keep that alpha mentality within myself in order to you know, check myself and, you know, see anybody who is on that type of thing, you know, shift them in that direction. Like whenever I'm on the clock or just elsewhere, I'm like, hey, you know, get that OT. Like, hey, how the stuff been? You need me to, you know, share a little something? Let me give a review. And yeah, so I'm just a regular guy. That's regular guy stuff to me.
But yeah, on my brother topic, what he was speaking about, he was just saying like, he was just speaking like he was just wanted to have like he didn't like he never gave up. Like he would just every time it might be like a down day or he just like he might didn't want to go to work. He was still there. Like he got to go get these next albums. He got to go sweat for these next albums. He got to go make it. He got to go put this time in and like he got to go. You might have a day. You might don't want to be up. You might can't walk. You might can't. But you gotta have that. You gotta have that grind. You gotta have that mindset. Like, hey, it's gonna be good days. It's gonna be that sun. You gonna glow. You gonna go through all that. You gonna go through all that pain. But you gonna have to take to where you want to be at in life. You gotta understand.
Mm-hmm. Gotta roll with the punches.
You gotta roll. You might trip. You might twist an ankle. You might
stub a toe.
You might have a flat on the way to work. But hey, you gonna still get there.
That's
like, and it's just. And like, you gotta understand, like, I'm telling you, you gonna still get there. It don't matter you late or not, but you gonna still make it to work.
Yeah. That's crazy that you said that because I was watching a podcast today. Shout out to Ray Daniels. and they spoke exactly what you said, except they was actually comparing like a regular person, like just regular 9 to 5 person versus a millionaire or a billionaire. Mm-hmm. How that flat tire might happen, but how you'll see.
Oh, okay, cool.
Shit up. Well, I'm gonna have to reactivate them, but we still got some volume. There we go. On how the billionaire or the millionaire, how they gonna see that flat tire, or how they gonna see how their problem is gonna be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying, to complain about or whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was just thinking about it was just on the fact that you brought up the flat tire again. And it was like, that's like the second, third time. It was like, what does that mean right now? I feel like it's very symbolic. Yeah. But, because the signs, man, you got to really pay attention.
Definitely. Because you got to understand, you might have a good day. You might like, hey, that flat tire might change something. You might like, it just changed something. That's something you might like, and it's just, it's just a wake up call. Like, hey, it's something like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just got some new shoes for my automobile, and I learned something in that instance. I could have got them cheaper, and I could have got them a different way, and I would say through that day, I was probably overexerting myself, and consistently on this run, on that run, taking care of myself, and then going to this job and that job right afterwards, and my travels I take, and then being off some days because I'm doing other things, and it's like a push and pull and a real balancing act whenever it comes to like really grinding hard and really like pushing oneself and pushing myself, I would say.
So I have this question because I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the definitions. I pulled them earlier because I wanted to be clear on everything. And it doesn't necessarily say like, let's say go all the way down to the bottom, because it's not in alphabetical order. A sigma, it says it's just a likable person that is confident, but they're cunning and strategic, what I'm understanding. What is the difference in that and almost being an alpha male?
Well,
I guess the alpha male is more outgoing and stuff like that.
Yeah, they take the initiative. The sigma male, I would say, takes the initiative once nobody else, takes the initiative. I mean, that's still an alpha though, also. But I would say, like the other day, I was walking in the store, a brand new store. It was low end store, and it was real clean. It was just this one little pile of whatever. And it was ladies and their kids walking by, and nobody was picking it up. Of course, it was like maybe a dozen sheets of whatever, like packing paper that's green for like birthday gifts or whatever. But I decided to pick it up, and they're like, "Oh, how nice," or whatever. I was like, "Well, nobody ever gets paid enough to do anything nowadays," and just with that, that's either leader or a sigma. But for me, I was the only man around, and I would get resented, whether I was white, black, or brown. And that's unreal.
I was gonna say that speaks a lot, because it really yeah. I forgot Bubba Dog was in the back. That's what was scratching at the door a while ago. Go ahead, go get him. But okay, to speak on it, what I was trying to conclude with the situation is like, could you consider yourself a sigma instead of an alpha? Because it's not that a sigma is almost any less let's say strong-willed, or because they take in consideration everything that needs to be done if they're strategic, if they're calculated, you know what I'm saying? So they take in consideration what's need to be done, and they still do it with confidence, and they, you know what I'm saying, they assert, so with initiative. So what could you consider yourself a sigma instead of an alpha? Because they almost run hand in hand.
Yeah, facts. Like because you like an alpha, he's gonna take on all the battles. He's gonna take on all that punch. He's gonna take up all that punishment, all that pain, all that like, yeah. Because like sometimes you might understand somebody else is gonna take on all that food, or all that groceries. you might have a day you might can't lift up this, but you gonna take on all that pain.
And you're saying that would be in conclusion with a Sigma as well?
Shit, I can go ahead and say right now because
I bet yeah, it's gonna be it's just like because you just if you
keep talking. I'm just getting
trying to see what I'm gonna do.
That's cool. No, okay. So, do you think that I have a personal question for you? I got a personal question for you because we already kind of hit on before we got on the scene.
Yeah.
Do you think that becoming a parent changed you becoming from a different type of model of a male to an alpha male?
Yes.
Do you what do you feel like you was before?
I feel like I was closed. I feel like I was in a dark stage, and like I was trying to become a man, but I was still trying to find myself, and I was in the dark stage. I had to come out of that. I was young minded, and I was like, hey, I'm trying to find myself to become that person who to find himself to become a man, to become a father, to become this person. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just to understand. I feel like, yeah, I'm not 30. I'm still going through my little up and downs, my little problems.
I was just gonna type this.
Cool.
I feel like
Just trying to make sure it's tight.
Yeah, that's true spill because like I'm hoping to have a child too.
Yeah,
you what? You say you what?
I'm hoping to have a child too. Sure, we have many children.
Yeah, and it's just like you might have them down days. You like, man, you don't want to. It's just like you might have them down days you don't want to be. And some people you might have them down days you like, hey man, it's hard. You might have them days you like, man, I got a child to raise. I got a family now. You don't got just you. You got a child. You got another, and somebody else who breathing in this world. You got another. You gotta feed. You gotta see every day. You gotta change. You gotta do all them.
And that made you an alpha male. Because it made you feel like you step up.
Yeah, activated you, huh?
Yeah, that activation. Yeah.
It activated me. Just open my eyes and just like, hey, I gotta open my eyes. I gotta start this. I got another child. I gotta be there for this child. I gotta be the father for this child.
Do you feel like? So you say Maxwell. You say Pharaoh. You say you feel like you're an alpha male, correct?
Perspective of other folks, yeah, because like even though I don't consider myself one,
what do you consider yourself?
Just a regular guy, with my own right. I know I'm a leader in respects to the way I go about things, but I never, go for, I would say, the first volunteer. I only do that, here and there, others would say, I'm in between Alpha and Sigma and whatnot, but, I just find opportunity and I'd rather not chase, too much of things.
Labels, pretty much.
Yeah.
Understood. Labels, trust me, if anybody knows about labels, I understand.
Yeah, because like to being like the wrong type of leader, I could be like a preaching demon. I could be, preaching demons, they preach some stuff that they don't, fully know about. And it could be misleading, but others might see them as alpha in their own right. And, I try not to speak too much and call myself
Bubba
attention. Cause myself, too much attention where, I find myself as an alpha pack of, Lutherans, if anybody know what Lutherans are, but, or Machiavellians, following, foolishly, I want to be the right type of leader. If I'm gonna call myself an alpha, I'm gonna call myself a Sigma or label myself. I'm gonna, embrace that. And then right now, I'm just embracing me and myself and establishing myself. And, I would say, that Sigma, Alpha, and whatever enough, because shoot, I could be, not planning to succeed or fail, or not to fail, I would say.
Do you think that? Okay, so I think from my observations, I've noticed that alpha males don't downright say I'm an alpha male. Do you think that it's a stigma for males to just say that unless they really know that they're not an alpha male?
This man has a family. He's more alpha male than me, in perspective of, being a couple, having a family, having a child, and actually manning up. But, as it pertains to me, I have to be alpha male in my own lane. So there's different type of alpha males within, I would say, different perspectives. And, alpha male is going to need sigma male, or another sigma male is going to need alpha male, or even, women, of course, in the vice versa space. But since we're talking about, the men's spectrum, a number one is going to need another number one to, to help out the number two in order to produce that two into another number one, or even that another number two produce another number two in order to become more ones, and then keep on going down and even have a unit, so we can have some numbers. So the person can have some numbers, the business can have some numbers, the unit, the family can have a number.
Oh yeah, trust me, I understood what you meant when you said that, especially that we're talking about more the male space. Okay, so they got the cis female thing. What do they call in this male thing? Like female to male. Like, is there like a male? I guess I'm supposed to be the one to know this. Is there like this thing? Because like I don't even want to talk about the little bro who got knocked out in 21 seconds to try to transfer over to that side. It's all love, because this is Pride Month, and obviously I'm of that community. But I'm only asking in regards to like what is the type of woman that is it possible for an alpha male to actually date an aggressive style type woman? Because from what I understand, they like actual submission.
Well, sure. What do you guys say about that?
You got some people who like dominant, who like dominant people. Like,
right.
You got some people who like that they want to be dominant. You got some women who don't want they men to be dominant. They want their men to be like, hey, I want him to be just chill. You got
more of a
sigma,
you
got somebody who just
or a beta.
You want somebody. You got somebody like, hey, I want you to be that. Hey, I want you to be that dominant. I'm always with you. Like, hey.
But no, what I mean is like I said, y'all both consider yourself alphas and whatever, what I'm saying, in y'all own. Mm-hmm. Do you, from your own perspective, from your own, do you prefer a less aggressive female being an alpha male, or does that not matter when it comes to? Because I feel like a lot of alpha males like more submissive, not so aggression when it comes to women. They might want somebody who was obviously a little more the chase, that's gonna give them the to put them off and kind of make them work for it. But
right.
Is that actually a thing where alpha males don't really care for like assertive or aggressive women?
Yes, and that's why that's it is a thing like that. Yes.
Yeah, I would agree, because we're all leaders in our own rights, especially sigma males and alpha males, because they're leaders in their own rights, because making their own path and leading somebody or a group, I think sigmas and alphas do that in perspective. But as an alpha, I agree with brother, because if she know what she wants, she know what she likes, she gotta, and if the alpha, likes that, or if the alpha sees a woman that's that way and she's not even, she's keeping things professional, or, it's just out on a whim that it's in I would say, public space, like in a place of business partner or whatnot, hey, we conducted business, now we're here in a public space, or even vice versa. We're in a public space. Oh, we reconnected through business, and it just tumbles like that way. So it's gonna be like indicators, because either opposites attract, or people flowing the same way, latch towards each other.
how does this? How is your okay, first I want to ask Max. I want to ask Max this question first because your dynamic is a little different.
Yeah.
How has been your style of alpha male affected you professionally and with intimate relationships? Let's just say those two because they almost kind of pour over to if you treat a particular female that way, you almost treat many other people. It's not necessarily the way you treat her. But,
that's a great question. So I would say, me being an eligible bachelor, I am at this point, and hopeful for a queen, to reproduce and have whatnot. I'm picky, but I'm not too closed-minded. And since I'm more of a businessman and business entity, I know there comes a time in a man's life, whether it's average man, alpha man, single man, or anybody outwards or in between. There's a time to like really set, buckle down, nose down, grind, and push. And I'm really not seeking. I was foolish and I would seek outward rather than, staying within me and have my queen find me. So I've been doing that for quite a few years now. And, I can get money easier. I can get pussy easier than I can get some money. So I'm about to go get the money first. And if I see a woman,
same GMA.
yeah. So if a woman come knocking at me, she can't just be any run of the mill lady. But I'm not just going. If a woman's not like active in business for herself, or even she's working, she consistent and honest, and showing some sort of elevation and positivity, and willing to learn from her brother, even teach her brother. I'm down for the future, but as of right now, I'd rather a woman catch my attention, and that's like I said, that's Sigma and Alpha, because sure, I'm really not looking,
Right.
Maybe I might break my neck a little few times because there's some dames in Oklahoma now. There's some cowgirls and there's some bougie. There's some hood bougie. There's some uppity bougie. There's some nice bougie. I ain't turning down nothing but my collar, but I ain't even I'm not even moving that way like that. Just because people can get caught up that way. I would like sure people hit me up on some stuff. I'm like, okay, I apologize, or hey, I go through that motion, go through that that process, because I like to be an honest guy. I've been called mean. I'm still working on my delivery and how I say things. Yeah,
I guess that's in my genes. Because look, I just told this to our auntie, one of our great aunties yesterday. I was just like, she had said something about somebody getting offended by something she said, and I was like, was it what you said? Was it your delivery, et cetera, et cetera? And I was like, because I've been told many times that it's not what I say, it's about how I say it. And I'm just like, I've caught myself a couple times like, yeah, you're probably right. So,
yeah.
But my question to you, first off, you said that you felt like you changed from a different male model to an alpha male. Before you became an alpha male, how do you feel like your male model affected you?
Both of us?
Well, you answered the question.
Okay.
But because he got two, as I said, his a little more complicated because now he's an alpha male, and that's going to give a different dynamic. So,
okay.
Are you still with Are you still with your child's mother?
No. We've been single for like 2 years.
Okay. So, being that before you had your child, what you can recall,
mm-hmm.
How did that male model affect you in your professional and in your intimate life?
It just it affected me like as a person. I didn't have that love. I didn't have that like that guidance. I didn't have that like that person. Oh, hey, you gonna be good. You gonna be good. You gonna get through this today. Like I never had that backbone. Like I lost it, and I feel like I was at square one, and like I had to start all the way. Like I had to start. I had to find myself. I had to like losing somebody who you love and just at a person that like that's your first child. Like it was hard. Like sometimes like you might like sometimes like, I might didn't go to sleep. Like I had to go to work out. I had to go I had to go work out. I had to go hit these weights. I had to go do something to just take my mind off that. I had to like some nights I was like God, hey, what we gonna do? Some nights I was just like, man, had my head down, like, but I never gave up. I never gave up. I was off, man. I took that all. I took all that pain with me, man. I just changed.
Feel like you was a Sigma then?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I feel like I was just like, and I had to come out of that, and I was like,
stop. Go sit down, dog.
It hurt because it's like
stop.
a person who I
right there.
a person who I love, and like I feel like that person was not ready to be in that time. She was not ready to take on all that luggage.
Yeah.
And I feel like she was not rushed, but it was like that time. It was not like, hey, because I asked my baby, I was like, you want to be together? She's like, no. I said, hey, I'm not arguing with you. I'm like, I'm just gonna do me. I'm just gonna do me, and that's what I've been doing. Me.
That's very respectable, though.
And I'm like, I'm not like I love.
Yo, people don't understand.
And I'm like, I love you. I want you to be great. I want you to be. I don't got no bad blood with you.
Yeah.
Situation, because you don't like. You gotta understand. You gotta always understand. That woman gonna be always the same. She's gonna always be. That woman gonna be always doing. You gonna always doing crazy things. It's just. You love her still. It don't matter if she's bad, whatever. It's just you still love her. You still gonna have a heart. She have a heart for you. She have feelings, and you have feelings for like you. Like
yeah, because y'all made a child together.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. And you gotta understand. You gotta have you know y'all have y'all down times. You might have some stuff. You might say it to her. She hurt. She might said something to you what she didn't mean. You might say some stuff you didn't mean, but y'all still love each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that love lives to the baby.
And it's like some people don't understand that. Some people don't like you could tell this woman, like oh, this happened. It's like she might not believe you, but it's like she's still looking at you and still blaming you in the whole situation. It's like just listen, pay attention. If you listen and just stop just to think and just pay attention, everything will fall in place.
Oh, yeah.
Everything will fall right in line.
Man, that's why I call it, speaking truth to power, because
it's like if I call my baby mama and like it's like you open up to somebody who have all pain and have like all anger, and it's like you don't want to open that door up, but it's like I love you, but I was just like, what is the start of this? How will we even start this conversation off for not bringing all that anger and all that pain in? You come and talk to me regular, we can have a conversation. You come with this pain, it's like you bringing all anger into the whole conversation.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I had you know what? That's crazy you said that, but because I had a conversation with an elder of mine, and she acted like older people couldn't learn from young people, and I was just like, yo, it's very possible. And somebody younger than taught me that same thing, like, if you sound like you're coming from a hurt place, and I was at that time, and I was just like, I was glad they said that because it helped me reanalyze, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people today, they don't realize. I think a lot of people just don't want to take accountability.
Yes, true.
And I don't even want to reach real on that word, because it definitely has been like
loosely used and whatnot, like the word friend.
That's what I told him earlier. I was like, I keep saying homie, I kept saying friend. I was like, I don't even mean that. I mean associates.
Yeah, business partners. Associates. Kinfolk.
But yeah, so was that your definition? Was that your over it? before and after, if you will, because now you're able, now you're able to recognize more now than you did, and or is it because you can recognize now more than you did, or because I mean that's just gonna come with age and experience, but
just experience what I've been through, and just coming out of my shell and just seeing what I just grown up and just seeing what I've been seeing all the years. It just elevating and just growing.
Do you just feel like, so that means you just feel like your experience created this alpha male more than mean that the fact that you had a child actually is the defining factor possibly, but
it's just like
all those experiences, like who was y'all role model? Who was y'all role model into being? Because you said you didn't get to have that. Who was your role model into being like, I got to make this happen no matter what, and knowing that that's really what a man gonna do? And what made you really want to be that to your child?
My dad, because my dad never had his dad. He never had his dad in his life, and I just seen that, and I just seen the times. I seen the times the day he did my grandpa used to come to the house and just knock on the door. My dad he never had the best times with him, and my grandpa used to tell me every time we hang out, we spend time. He grandson be in your life. Grandson be in your life. I'm not gonna do you like how I did my kids. I'm gonna be in your life. I'm gonna come to get you. I'm gonna just come spend time with you. I can't change my kids, but I can just. You know what I can change? What's now? What I can do now?
Yeah.
And that's what. And that's why I'm and I told my dad man, it came a long way, man. And it just opened up. It just opened up and just it just opened up and just. It opened some doors up, and now to this day, they friends they just never left, and it was they were just going at a rough time in the past. He was just hey, that person that he never came out and just never opened up, and just he was always not there, never grown up but it's you was not there at that time, but you I'm here now. I'm trying to you know what I can do. I can't be a father. I can just be somewhere who I can be there. I can be there in the conversation. I can just be there and just show, hey, I'm trying to earn that love. I'm trying to earn that respect back. You gotta earn that. You're trying to earn that name, or you trying to earn something. What you feel like you lost, a puzzle that you trying to find that piece, that missing puzzle. And I feel at the time of the month, he was missing that piece, and that's a puzzle. And I used to ask. I was damn, why you didn't never do this? And it was just he told me. I was now I looked at it now. I see everything came to the light.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I have many male role models, aside from my father, of course, because of course, number one, my father, my grandfather, uncles, even actors, because you know how little boys get with action figures, or G.I. Joe, or the main superhero and things like Static Shock or whatnot. Those type of things that drive inspiration to be a leader, inspiration to not be so weary of being an outlier or being an outcast or even being amongst a group, because a leader can stray away from a group, lead the group, shift the group or whatnot, and in order to be a leader, you got to know how to follow. So first and foremost, my father, because without him I would not be here. And he has many children, one of them over here, the other one is busy and don't like being in front of cameras. And him having children and him being a veteran and working hard and showing that everybody is human and not everybody's perfect, and being able to give that example and provide something I've been able to learn back then and even now within his absence. And whenever
Bubba Dog, lay down. Lay down, Bubba Dog. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, and even in his absence now, and as he's been in my life as an adult, and even as a kid in his absence, as me being a kid then, and so of course my grandpas, all my grandfathers, whether they're the twins, and my nana and papa, my sister's grandpa, and you know, just all of my grandpas. You know, just hearing the way they speak and seeing the way they change. Like my papa Robert, he slimmed down and made a whole change with his health. He don't have a pot belly no more. He don't be drinking beers like that no more. Like he's up at age 80. And then my other grandpa, he's still moving around, got his truck and married. And then even like my new grandparents that married into the family, even nowadays today, I've always had a male role model. Back then, whether it's people in the school, my immediate relatives, and people that come into the family, and just whomever else around, maybe even like a co-worker be a male role model. But usually it's my family, my relatives, and I would say like certain TV dads, people always talk about like Will Smith, that Jada and that Will Love, way back when, before now, and I'm like, okay, shoot, that's like man type of shoot. That's man shit. See, Danny Glover and whatnot, and being able to have those black faces. Shout out to Spike Lee and all the black actors or whatnot, and of course Denzel.
Because I was gonna say Lawrence Fishburne. Oh,
Yeah,
me.
Lawrence Fishburne, James Earl Jones, Eddie Murphy. Just
me.
because
listen, a lot of people don't even know James Earl Jones. Ain't that Mufasa?
Right.
You feel me? Like everybody don't even know that's the father of my generation.
Yeah,
Mufasa.
I was Mufasa's son. I was Mufasa's son, not Simba.
Mufasa.
I was leader of my own kingdom.
That's crazy though. But nah, for real though. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but keep going.
But yeah, just I let while my parents together, even in my parents' absence, I always just had my own male figure because I never just looked to one source on things. I always, was curious and thought, my parents didn't know everything because they were usually transparent about things. Should be honest.
Your father was transparent with you?
Well, to a degree. I'm child staying in child's place. But, then and now, just respects at a time.
Okay, what I was gonna say about that though, y'all.
You lost it?
Yeah, I lost it.
It's all good, because trust me, it's what we consuming.
Yeah, I could be pretty long-winded. I used to forget. You get the tail end of landing the plane.
I mean, but you you already gave an answer, but I mean, if you had something to add, I mean, that's always, what I'm saying? Because like I said, this is a definitely open dialect.
And myself, I consider myself a good model, developing male model and, alpha within my own space because, or a Sigma, I just try to embrace every aspect that's positive, not negating the negatives because alphas have their own downfall, just like Sigmas, betas, and whatnot. And other people can learn from other people and grow from that. Like, shoot, like I don't really go by the alpha beta because like whenever it comes to that, nobody talks about the developing, getting to the top because people think alpha is like the top.
I was actually going to hit on that because
I mean, in respects and in society today, yeah, alpha is top dog. Yeah,
I was going to actually hit on that because I feel like what most people consider a lot of people who are alphas are actually people who are coming from a hurt place, and I feel like a lot of them is hurting people. You know what I'm saying?
Like a chip on the shoulder.
It's been shown time and time again, almost these last couple years, that these quote unquote top dogs, and I'm not gonna say nobody's name because I don't know nobody's facts. I wasn't there until you see the videos, and videos don't lie on certain things what we're talking about. But I feel like a lot of alphas, quote unquote. Do y'all think that most people who are these quote unquote top alpha dog people, because it's almost like I hear a lot of people say alpha is a dog eat dog, like they don't care, it's, what I'm saying, Mamba mentality type situation.
I think it's usually just chosen by the people, what I'm saying, and alpha accepts the accepts, the role, accepts that placement, whether the people chooses him or not. Because if there's a need to be satisfied, the person with the answer or the person who's adamant on providing the answer, whether it be for themselves or for the group, is going to provide that. What do you think?
But the alpha's gonna want to take credit for it.
You think so?
Because he got to be top dog. No, it's dog eat dog when it comes to the alpha.
Yeah, he feel like he's master or something. Like he feel like he know. Yeah, he feel like he's a leader.
Yeah, he'll know where the credit goes.
But that's I don't even want no more either.
But yeah, what I was gonna say, I just want to say, y'all, thank you. We just, hey man, first and foremost, hey, thank God. I'm telling you, thank him because hey, you might not be here tomorrow, might not be here, but hey man, at the times you here, you a Jordan, and you just have taken it day by day.
Mm-hmm. Taking it day by day. I'm joking. You got an ashtray? Put it in there.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, you got to take it day by day. Yeah.
And just what I was going to just say about alpha, like you might have somebody who want to be a leader, who want to lead by, and you got some people who want to fall, and you got some people who just going to go about their day and go about their life. They want to just, hey man, you got some people who just they can't do right. They gotta just
because everybody can't be a leader.
Everybody can't lead. Everybody can't.
Absolutely.
You can't. You can't. Hey, you can tell somebody, hey, I know how to change the world, but it's like, hey, do we believe? You won't have to go. If you want a success, if you want to go get anything in life, you gotta go. Hey, you gotta lead, and it's gonna be hard.
Mm-hmm.
That luggage you got on your back, hey, it's gonna be hard. That hey, it's a time, hey. But you know, like, hey, I'm gonna deal with it. You might lose a sandal, you might lose a limb, but hey, you gonna still crawl, it's pain, it's gonna hurt. But when you might cry, you gonna sweat. But hey, it's not gonna kill you because he gonna put he put you in a situation in a time he know you gonna come out of. You gonna grow. You gonna shine. You gonna outshine people. You gonna outshine. Yeah, you gonna just elevate, and you gonna just be perfect.
Yeah, because when that self encouragement pop in though, like when do you like self encourage rather than I would say have the encouragement that's around, like I know your child is your encouragement.
Yes.
Like when does self encouragement come?
It's just like you gotta believe, bro. You might not have that. You might have not a good day. You might have like, hey, you down, like you got $5 in the account. You like, hey man, I gotta how I'm gonna do this day. How I'm gonna just take it day by day.
Mm-hmm.
Like you might have a day. Hey, I'm gonna like when you told me the other day when we was connecting on Facebook, on me and you was on a phone call, and you were just telling me like, hey, I gave my last $20 to this person who looked like he much needed. Like I didn't need it. I did that for a lady. She was like, my niece beat me up, and like I'm like, I'm not even worried about the bad things. Forget that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm worried about the prejudice. I'm worried about what's now. You need you need $20. I don't got no problem. It's my last 20. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna try to find something. I'm gonna go out here, no matter how I hustle, whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna try to go cut grass, whatever. It just you gotta go take. You might be your last $20, but that person who might really need it, and that's the thing. If you like, hey, it's no problem, man. You might be down. You might be, hey, down to nothing. But you gotta, hey, you gotta have that love, man.
Yeah, because it's gonna force a man to do something different.
Love, man, because it's like, and a lot of people don't have love, man. It's like a lot of people be in the dark place. They don't know how to do it, and they don't know how to come together. Just understand it. Just know how to connect. Like, hey, I gotta be, hey, man. I don't care if I got nothing. I got a cent.
Let me get down.
It's a dog walker.
I know. Yeah, that one you brought me the other day.
Yeah, because like people get stuck in that mode. You're like, dang, I ran out of time. Like, dang, if I would have had that time, it'd be 2 days later. Dang, if I would have had that time. 5 days later, dang, if I would have had that time. Like, dang, that was 5 days ago. it's Friday now. Like, what you gonna do?
You might like it's like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. I got a lady in my apartment who I live right now with. I live by myself, but I got an upstairs lady. She's old.
Mm-hmm.
She had a stroke like last September, and it really touched me. It really touched me on a different level. It's like, and I take her trash out, and I do like the little things before I go check her mail, cause it's like,
yeah, you been a good neighbor.
Like, you hear me? I'm being a good neighbor. I go check her mail. I go anything she needs. If she needs something, I'll help her out. You hear me? Anything she just like I'm just helping her out. And she be like, thank you. And she be like, oh man, I'm not. She like, man, you really kind. And like one day, her niece came like, Keyshawn, you did. She's like, oh, thank you so much for doing. I'm like, it's not even that. It's just the love, man. Just to do what keep me going. This will keep me striving for greatness. It's like comments. It's like keep my head up, keep me motivated, keep me positive. Just even just saying, just calling on somebody, hey, I love you, man. Man, keep your head up. You gonna make it, man. Just don't ever doubt nothing. Don't ever you gonna go through hard times. You gotta go through hard times to get what you want to be at.
Yeah, because a lot of times,
sister just tell me today, oh, this is a little something, but this is a big because she just started this right now. But in the future, she keep doing this, she keep starting something. It's gonna be bigger than that.
Yeah, that's why I'm here too. Like, yeah.
You gotta start. You gotta find yourself, but you gotta love what you do in this. And like you might put sweat and tears, and like you gotta find a passion.
Yeah, I'm a baby deer in this. I'm just trying to get my gallop.
Shoot, y'all, I'm just chilling, trying to enjoy life with this stuff, and I'm glad to be able to share the platform with y'all. To be honest, it's just it's like you said, it's the love of it. I feel that because I was watching a show the other day at the library, and she was having problems starting her car, and I was just like, I would hate for my sister to be out here and everybody just keep walking by.
Right.
You feel me? And I was just like, I would never leave a sister sitting out here, and I'm at least try something. And she at least had jumper cables, and we got her started and got her going. And I gave her some advice on, hey, go get this checked on your car so you can know the path that you need to go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you kind of just need that help, that even if it's just words, even, you know what I'm saying, to get you down that correct path that'll get you going. Yeah, that could get you rolling real quick. Just something simple like that.
You just gave a guidance. You just said a whole couple words, and she just went on about her day.
Right. You feel me?
That whole court might be fixed and might be perfect. She might like, oh, that lady who I just speak to just gave me a whole court about one thing about this piece in the court, and that court better like look like it sounds like a whole brand new car.
Yeah, because it's always good to be prepared for those type of situations. Have a little extra, have a savings, be considerate of the times. I go up in the store and be considerate what Wise told me. Get a little bit extra rice and beans. Get a little bit extra to store away in the store. And when I go to like AutoZone or O'Reilly, okay, what can I do to better my car situation? Okay, let me get a flashlight. Let me get a tire repair kit. Let me get some a jumper kit. Let me get a inflation kit. Let me throw a blanket in there. Let me have some extra food, some glass water bottles, and have some water in it, because plastic, you want some water, but glass, that ain't gonna stop into the water.
Right.
So I'm just be considerate like those different type of categories.
That article, so I can say, hey, this is facts, because there was some article that was just up last week that was talking exactly that, what you just said about glass versus the plastic, about things that you should store in your car.
Allegedly.
No, those are actually you went hair and nail on it. There was a few that you was unexpected that was on there, but like you said, not plastic, because it messes with the water. It messes with the water quality.
Yeah, and like making sure your D batteries is out of the flashlight, so you don't run the batteries down and corrode the batteries, or making sure to have the battery have a car battery. I guess you can have a car battery stationary instead of riding around in the back. Like,
the car,
battery
under the hood get hot as shit.
I mean, yeah, but I'm like just have a battery just in case, like the battery just in the car sitting not being used. Can you have it on the move because of the acid or whatnot?
I mean, you can. I mean, they would just. I mean, you would still want it to have some type of insulation, because your battery is supposed to have the insulation. Yeah, that little divider on it is supposed to help with the heat. But It's not the best thing. What I would tell you to do instead of having that, they actually have these little battery. They almost as big as your like a new iPhone right now. It's a small little jumper cable. Like I have that big jumper cable thing over there, but they have them now. Their battery, they stay charged for a very long time. I used to work at AutoZone too, so I was actually there when they first brought them out, and they've definitely gotten better. But they about this big. They about the size of a phone, a little quite thicker. And then it's a jumper cable. It's a battery. It's like a jump. It's a jump box. But I was gonna say it's just like a jump box, like your phone. You can jump. It's a whole. You can jump a diesel with those things. Yeah, for real. I almost had one.
My grandma had one in her car. Like when she go on trips and stuff. Like, but you don't ever know. It might come in handy.
Yeah, those things come in handy.
It's better to have it.
The road, hey, I got this up there. You carpet.
Yep. I wouldn't suggest really having the battery. So I would actually, they have these little jump boxes now that you can actually store in part of your kits.
Yeah, have it or not need it, rather need it, not have it. That's yeah.
That part.
Yeah. So I always think about that flat tire. I'm like, okay, where can I cover bases? Because my expenses, they trying to creep up on me, and like different variables creeping up on me. They're like, hey, tires, how y'all feeling? You gonna blow on his ass? I'm like, nah, he just replaced us, man. He just replaced us. Like, okay, how about the dog? How the dog feeling? Bubba dog, how your stomach feeling? Oh, it's fucked up. I have to go to the vet. I'm like, okay, throw up on his ass. Throw up in the house. Make him rush outside and then stop. So, just try to cover all bases, cross my eyes, adapt my T's. As everybody should. But, just playing to succeed rather than fail.
And for anybody in the chat, I'm about to throw up the QR code. You can scan the QR code and donate anything that you would like, down from $1 all the way up to whatever it is. Every donation always goes back into Watson Way Studios. Okay, so since I just did that, I want you to go ahead and throw your YouTube out there. You know what I'm saying? Because my platform is always about elevating everybody that I come encounter with me, especially if you end up on the podcast. So I want you to go ahead and give a shout out and tell them more about your YouTube page and do all of that. Okay. Real quick while we catch a little break.
Okay. Hey y'all, my name is Keyshawn Fitness. I've been doing my little own podcast with my little workouts and just coming out with my little just dabbing into the little workout, a little fitness, little fitness journey, y'all. I've been trying to clear my mind, just coming a new stage, and just coming a new something in life, and just changing little. When I was in high school, 18, I was like 17, just picked up the weights again and just really started my little workout journey. And I've just been doing my little afternoon blogs and just speaking about who I love and just who I believe in. That's what I've been.
That's what's happening, because I've seen the development, along the way. And
I do TikTok. My TikTok is Keyshawn XXX 2. Keyshawn XXX2.
Keyshawn XXX2. SHAWN, right? Yeah. With the regular key in the front.
XXX2. I do my workout go live on TikTok. I do battles and I do that. And I do ride horses. I might got some horse videos on there, but I do a lot.
You got a red horse? Huh? You got a red horse?
You said a red horse?
Yeah, you got any?
Yeah, I don't got none. You said like a regular horse, or like just like
a red horse?
Like a red, like the color red?
Yeah.
I got one.
You got one?
Not for sale.
You said not for sale?
No, I got another one. I got a gray one. I got a gray one. He broke.
Oh, you broke him?
You say he broke?
Oh, I don't know how to do it. Last time I rode a horse, I was like 4 or 6 years old. But I want to get up on one.
Yeah, he good, bro. Like, everything. I don't put no people on no crazy stuff.
I'll take them seed things, yeah.
Snatch antioxidants. Let me try one.
Yeah.
Bubba Dog eat watermelon.
He probably ain't gonna eat it.
Go on, Bubba Dog. Go sit down somewhere.
I am in the development
You so
stage.
cute.
For me, like my platform is only social media. I have YouTube Premium, so I can, not to see ads or whatnot, but I'm just developing and learning, getting my feet wet, and, absorbing and observing game, seeing how other folks are developing family, associates, close friends, past friends, and whatnot. So, my presence is Facebook at Maxwell Watson.
All right, yeah, plug that. It doesn't matter. Listen, like he said when he first came, I said don't judge my setup, because I didn't have these same cameras for like 3 years, almost the whole time I decided to do podcasting. Not upgraded my camera game yet. It's coming real soon. I think I'm gonna do that next, even before I get a different before I get a different computer. But we all got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
We all have to start somewhere, and the first step is taking that step. And as long as you take that step and try to continue, consistency is the hard part. So do it if you know what I'm saying, if you like it. I even fell back from doing weekly stuff to bi-weekly. Thought about only doing it once a month. They was like, nah, if you do it only once. I was like, but if you know when to expect it, then you know when to expect it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still taking into consideration 2 times a month is not hard, but I want to be able to elevate, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to take these and focus on being able to have the cameras and being able to flip through footages, being able to just push one button and, do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, use the shortcuts, and the production value be a lot. We're gonna keep elevating. So like I said, it takes one step at a time, and the first thing you got to do is get started.
Yeah,
So
building a PC pretty soon. So we'll see how that goes. Return to that. I know it's a process, so I'm doing my research. But I can walk and chew gum at the same time. So I'm doing other things and devising other SKUs. Like today, while I was at the fundraiser, I was thinking, okay, another SKU can be this, and that. I even came up with a name for it. Now, I basically drew a business model and business plan and outline in my head, just like that, just another stem to make a means of income and business and, get things shaking and moving. And, I do that a lot for myself and, think about other different ways and avenues of expression or, money avenues. But right now I'm thinking execute, while I'm studying, do it. While I'm studying, do it. Get this out the way, Okay, I'm in the development stage, so I'm gonna go here, make my presence known, go here, make my presence known, be on my own stuff, get a feel for it and get into the groove. So I'm not just halfway in, I'm progressively going percentagely or gradually into it. And I'm on my grind, having that tunnel vision, as I said before, in order to not stray from it and not even, get into the mindset of, it's the end of the week, I'm going to treat myself. It's the end of the week, I'm going to treat myself. It's the end of the week, I'm going to treat myself. I'm like, okay, I'm going to treat myself every 2 months because that shit is expensive, whether it's time-wise or money-wise or energy-wise.
Real stuff. But while I was going to get on that topic, then he was just talking about that, just treat yourself like you had them days, you got somebody like, hey, that deal dude, man. You got to understand that first coming. That first coming up, you got, hey, you need rent.
Mm-hmm.
You need car note. You need, hey, you got, hey, if you a rapper or you, hey, I need car note. You got Wi-Fi note. Hey,
yeah, not everything is on the first.
Hey,
it'd be the first, and then 2 weeks later.
Yeah, you might got something come on like that 5 days.
Yeah.
After the first, you might got another deal.
And don't forget about all your streaming services in the middle that you forgot to do. The gas and the insurance.
You gotta backtrack sometimes. Yeah.
You got the gas bill. If you got water, you got the water bill. You got the phone bill too.
Man,
You
that
got
phone
the trash
bill.
bill.
You heard me?
You got the tax bill that come before you check.
Yeah, you know a lot about that too.
All them ghost bills, right?
Ghost bills,
The
yeah.
ghost bills.
Convenience fees.
And you might got your dog bill too. You know, dog, your animal bill.
Yeah,
You definitely got an animal bill.
My $75 before.
And you got the hospital bill.
And
Yeah,
the same
you know,
with
hospital
75,
bill.
yeah.
You got, when you go to the hospital, get your little checkups.
Yeah, I can't break my neck at wherever I'm at. Nah, because that shit's expensive. Yeah, for real. Like, it's really like catching the flow of all that too, and being like, okay, I can't do this again, because it's like catching myself on something that's abnormal or something that's in habit. I'm like, okay, let me go this way and see how this way goes, because the map is always pointing me this way, and I'm not using, my mental, my remembrance of, driving. I'm always using maps. Okay, let me see the traffic. Traffic say it's slow right here, but it's recommended this. I always go that way. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, go ahead. Like, hey, the traffic is slow, but it's recommending this way. And I'm gonna try to go this way and then go up, because they don't have that choice. So I'm gonna drive that way a little bit, exit, come back on, refresh it. Now it's telling me go this way, and it's less than time or the same time if I went through that traffic, but it's faster, because like on maps or like Waze or Google Maps or whatnot. Shout out to them, because I'd be lost, but sometimes it'll say, you'd be there hour 30, but you show up like hour 10. Just thinking about doing something different, or knowing when to keep something consistent and something good for me. Is what I've been catching the flow of, because downgrading like my bills. Like I said, I spent $79 on a dog for 20 pound bag. Not 20 pounds. Was it 20 pounds? I think 25. Yeah, 20 pounds.
That's all.
High value bag. I think $89. I paid that same $89. Now I got a 50 pound bag. So
That's
making that type of initiative.
That's all he was eating? Was 20 pounds?
I mean, that'd be like a month's worth
Right.
if I was stretching it. But if
if
I was running them, that'd be like less than a month. But now I get the bigger volume for the same price.
And you was getting them bully food?
I was getting them
from the bully store?
No, I was going to any PetSmart. Shout out to PetSmart.
Call me when you want to go to the
bully store,
the big Walmart.
The big Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's all you keep going in.
On me, that motherfucker was hitting. Yeah, that motherfucker was hitting.
But yeah, I would just get solid
check
gold.
Check the prices.
Yeah, I get solid gold. I get solid gold, the dog brand, and that was not for $90, because high-end dog food, like the bully food, and they have a variance of one. So like in the winter, I give them the high protein. During the summer, I give them the other whatnot. But now I just give them big bag, Canada, I think it was called. And shoot, I got to do what's gonna last and do for me right now, because shoot, there'll be times where I'm like, dang, I gotta get the dog some food. I'm like, dang, $80, dang. I'm like, okay, let me get this big bag, having that type of stuff, or use my. If I have Wi-Fi, I gotta have it the right way. Like, I'm gonna use my freaking
Yeah, I'm about to fire mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my hotspot, because why I need to have continuous Wi-Fi and I ain't got my business up again. I was wasting my money on Wi-Fi. I mean, I wasn't wasting it, but I was using Wi-Fi and I wasn't getting from it. So I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna have Wi-Fi, it's gotta be a privilege. I got Wi-Fi on my phone, so I'm gonna, whenever I need to use it, do it that way. Taking that type of initiative.
My bill about to
cutting
go
myself
up,
short, but making a line. A volume, like this is the volume line. I can't go above it.
My internet bill about to go up, but I gotta keep my internet flowing. I have resources here that help me, assist me. I'll just keep it there. I'll keep it vague. Yeah, it assists me.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to have a PO box pretty soon.
I need another one.
I use the family PO box. But I gotta be a man. I have that home.
Yeah, that's how I be feeling about it. But I mean, you can become an authorized user on Watson Way if you want. If you want to,
Ooh, I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We can go do some things around here. Because I actually I need to get that move because yeah, there's not a physical address technically for Watson Way Studios because it's really mobile, you know. So
That's what's happening too. Like, shoot, have a way to get it, shoot, get it done.
but sure, y'all. Is there anything else y'all wanted to address other than these squares over here? Cause them motherfuckers is hitting.
You want to get on the business?
Oh yeah,
For sure, definitely talk about some business.
How important is it to have or not to have a prenup and be a business entity? Like, let's talk about that. Oh
snap! Because, went there. As much as
because
3 twins.
Because marriage, family, and whatnot, and there's child support and being in business. I think to myself, I'm not married, I'm not in business, but from what I've been taking in, it's important to have that because combining the relationship and the business, like that, you don't like usually business entities want to separate the personal from the business, and being married and have a woman marry into the business and not have a prenup can be problematic at times. So, like, what do y'all say about it? Because that's what I'm thinking. From looking outside in, I would have my queen. We would really have to be like, okay, this is the business. Like, this is the business. We together. This is the business. Like, my personal money is my personal money. This is the business money.
But what happens when y'all went to work on that business money together? That's always the problem when it comes to when people want prenups. It's because usually, what I'm saying, a woman is going to always say, and I'm mad that I have to be in the woman in the situation, but it's going to have to, I'll have to just be honest. Her, and depending on what judges and lawyers and how they play out their case, they can conclude that what she did at home was just as much work, right? And they actually win in cases like that these days. Have been for a good two decades. However, what happens? Let's exclude that, and let's include when she helps you work on the business, because many times your woman actually end up becoming your secretary, and I can vouch for it.
And being on the payroll or being like in the
even before that even get to come along type shit. Like, she's there helping you for real press those t-shirts.
There's got to be that boundary, like, hey, I'm speaking to you as a partner. Now I'm speaking to you as the leader. Or I'm speaking to you as, she has to be like, I'm speaking to you as a business entity or an employee now. And got to be able to flip it on and flip it off.
True. Trust me, I know.
I'm starting to get into that mode because,
Trust me, I know.
Yeah, because whenever it comes to, just being out and about, and I see somebody who can potentially become a customer for my business that I conduct or I'm aligned with, I got to be able to turn on that salesman pitch and turn that off. Or if my lady is around, I'll be like, hey, you got to go somewhere else, or be able to back me up if it's cool with you and you have a hand in it type of way, or if she is an entity within it, hey, you know how we do, we got to coordinate. Or even if she has her own thing, I'm like, okay, respect boundaries, and let's make this thing shake, dog. What you doing, dog? And that's my spiel on that. Just knowing and establishing the boundaries, because business people have to establish boundaries. There's no feelings. Like, I know women, whenever it comes to, I would say, latching on to the business or expecting some sort of, whatever, because he's away all the time, she's away all the time for the business. I'm a stay-at-home mom or something, or I'm a stay-at-home wife type of deal, whatnot. And it's like I still get affected by my business person who's my partner type of deal. And it's true, the boss may come in late, but they're leaving way later than everybody else, or they may be the first one there or last one there.
Yeah, my mom had a couple of businesses back then up in the city and stuff. She had a little couple daycares and ran a couple daycares. And I seen how business go up. I seen how business started business. Seen how business would finish. And so it's hard to start a business. It's hard You gotta trust. You gotta earn. You gotta build with a person. You gotta just know what you gotta be 50-50 with a person too. You gotta definitely be 50-50 with a person because you don't want to ever be getting ripped off, or you don't want to ever you don't want to ever be in a bad stage.
Yeah, like dependent or overly, adamant to where the other person don't feel that type of way.
If I may, y'all do know that the standard thought of what a prenup is not how a prenup actually has to be. It's almost like writing your last will and testament. It's like y'all come to an agreement on this. Like, what happens if y'all just fall out of love with each other? She don't, you know what I'm saying? Even after so long, you could put in the clause like, or you know what I'm saying? As long as I didn't commit adultery type things, like they actually have those type of things. If you do commit adultery type situations, and you know what I'm saying, it's caught, even that. You got to give me half type things. Like you can make your prenup how you want to make your prenup, and it could always be amended.
There's always a way around a contract, a legally binding contract.
Because that's basically how that is.
Well, I haven't delved into the source. I can only say so much of what I've found and whatnot. I don't have a source, but yeah, I'm open to like in every angle of the source. I tell you, just keep my ear out and read between the lines on things and see the official paperwork. But as far as I know, it sort of is like a last will and testament. I seen like Janet Jackson, her stuff, right? Yeah. If anybody know,
man,
yeah, look that up,
man. How do y'all feel? This is random, but it helped me. It just came from just thinking about this prenup thing, and when I said adultery, how do y'all feel about polygyny? Not polygamy, but polygyny.
You first, man. you got some fire in your head, so you go.
He said, "You go first, man." Oh, whoa.
Okay, cool.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
One is where the woman gets to have multiple, and basically and the other one is where the male gets to have multiple partners.
Yeah, both parties.
In a
respective type of way.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the man don't care, and sometimes the woman don't care, and the woman don't.
Like she might have 2 husbands, 3 husbands, versus the male having 3 wives.
Yeah, type of deal. Yeah. In my opinion, if it works, it works. I hope it's being done right, correctly. It'd be cool.
So it could be for you.
Yeah, it could be for me. Like for me, it has to be building village, building wealth, building future, building the kingdom.
And that's the reason why I asked, because that's where y'all was the other day, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying, if you really wanted a homestead kind of situation outside of like, you know what I'm saying, kind of everybody kind of doing that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not really the one like to pressure that type of deal or whatnot, but like one woman, like it's a lot to ask for 3 sets of twins. I understand that.
If y'all happen to not catch what he talking about, catch the episode 3 episodes ago.
Because
I just watched it recently.
I'm gonna try my best. Me and my queen, I'm gonna try my best. But at that token, like I know brothers who have 17 children, and they in the state, to stay out the way while other big things is going elsewhere, and they got 17 children. They real with their children. I'm like, dang, like, and like they, is it wedding? Nah, like it was on some. I guess the light-handed way to say Rolling Stone, but it's just as it goes. I would say, polygamy, if it works, it works. No pressure. I'm a one-woman type of man, but like I said, I ain't turning down nothing but my collar. Like if I can have multiple women have multiple children, and we all about that thing, it's not, oh no, don't you do it, dog. It's not, it's not for the wrong reasons.
Be good. Yeah, move it.
Move around, dog. Move around. if it's for the right reasons and it's genuine, and it's not no slimy stuff, and everybody's clean doing, and there's like a mutual agreement, like baby mama drama, I'd rather not. But if it is drama, shoot, as long as the kids is taken care of. But I do my best to be responsible, and I think monogamy, polygamy, shoot, I can only have 50% to say. I mean, I can have 100%, but I have a home to my own life. I have 100% of my own life, so I'm open to it. I don't like think things as dead ends.
I want 2 wives. I want 2 wives. I'm working on it. It's a balance because to be on a funny tip, to answer all the questions that happened today, like I consider myself a Sigma, right? In the masculine, because people, like I said, I was explaining to somebody earlier, like people see me and they see male. I get called sir all the time, and it's not that I intend to ever be. There was once I was confused, but I for a while now, and definitely in the present day, I don't want to be a man, but I know I possess a masculine energy, and because of that, I know I'm a Six Sigma male, because I'm not no alpha, I'm not a beta, I'm not a delta. I was looking at Omega, but that was funny because because of what my name is, but that's not what I am. But when it boils down to it, though, masculine energy, of course, I have, like you said, plenty of father figures and all of this and that. I noticed that I wasn't an alpha male in my younger 20s, because they always try to categorize a stud as this over masculine butch that's always trying to overcompensate. Trying to overcompensate for the strap parts, which backwards I find funny as says no parts. It's funny as hell. Funny as hell. But what was the last one I was just on it? That's what made me think I want to sum this up.
Yeah, you was talking about the extremes of it.
Yeah, man, the extremes. Oh yeah. Oh snap! I got that one. Matter of fact, I got that one for the next time on Bro Talk, y'all. I got that one for the next time on Bro Talk for y'all.
Okay, but on what you was speaking about, y'all, I know y'all gonna really be big on that topic.
Come on,
it's no problem with I don't got no problem with it. Like the people who just I don't got no problem with what she said. She was like, she's a stud. Like, y'all understand, like, and you gotta understand, people, I'm gonna look at them people like regular, like, these is my brother, these is my, you understand, like, whatever she do, you gotta understand that's what they do, but y'all should still love a person, if she white, brown, whatever, y'all will still not look at the thing of, like, I look at this woman because she look at, like, oh, it's a person, whatever, y'all gotta understand, y'all gotta look at her as y'all gotta treat her like, hey, look.
Yeah, because I remember you were saying, like, you get mistaken as a man sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
and you like, hey.
I can't ever go into the woman's bathroom, even when I had hair, even when my hair was long and beautiful like yours, bro. Like, it didn't matter. Like, they always go back. I'll be in a female bathroom washing my hands, and here come a woman, and she'll walk back out like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you're fine. And she's like, no, I'm okay. Like, especially, like, yeah, like. And I'll be like, no, you're fine. And they'll be like, no. And they'll just go to a whole nother place to go to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. How do y'all feel about how do y'all feel about the transgenders bathroom policy?
Well, I think, people should be comfortable going to a space where they know they can be comfortable in. Like, I know I'm gonna be comfortable in the men's bathroom more with a transgender, bathroom. And I know because they will be comfortable with that, because a woman would be comfortable with that on the same token. And even if there isn't one, I'm not transgender, I'm not gay and whatnot, but I like to put myself in other people's shoes to a degree. Right. And knowing a indifferent bathroom or anyone bathroom, is more comforting, because what's to be expected. Like, hey, somebody that walk on the ceiling gonna be up in this piece. Anybody could be up in here.
my one suggestion is if it's a public place, just go ahead and put one of those family bathrooms. Make it simple, make it small.
Like
Because
multiple
I
family
love it when
bathrooms.
those are there, so I don't have to be questioned. Like
Yeah.
I prefer to use those majority of the time. Just let me go ahead. Just let me be. And I know a lot of places did that for that reason, but just yeah.
And plus, like even for the children, it's such an example for the children.
That's exactly why I said it. You know what I mean?
Because like
yeah,
if,
because you gotta respect the babies too.
Mhm.
Because-
Gotta respect the
Especially
babies.
Yeah, because you don't ever know. You don't ever know. You might got a person in here just hey,
Bro,
you gotta understand.
wish I could pull up the
Mhm.
video right now, and I'm sure I could. There was a melanated man. He took his child to the bathroom. He had a daughter. He had his daughter walk in, but he had the camera. He walked his daughter in the bathroom, and he, made sure he's like, "Hey, go in there and go check the bathrooms." There was one time there was one man in a stall, and there was one time there was just a white. And they was YT men. You feel me? And there was one time there was just one man in there in the bathroom waiting by the sinks. And I'm just like, yeah, I totally agree with the policy because it honestly came to my attention one time. I got upset with the hospital staff because I'm just like, yo, here's my ID. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to bring nobody in here that's gonna hurt my sister. You feel me? Like we're here, we came here for a purpose, and that person didn't have an ID on them at that time. And I was upset. She was just like, it's a problem for us to protect the kids. And I almost said yeah for a second, but then it made me realize, like, oh, you know what? All right, you right. No, because I appreciate y'all for doing that.
yeah,
For real.
yeah, can't be caught up in emotions too much.
But it wasn't even that. It was just like, dang, like, why would I bring somebody in here to hurt my sister? But I wasn't thinking about, okay, well, what happens if she walks away and go to somebody else's room? We don't know if this person is a pedophile.
Right.
Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
A Geppetto.
yeah. Listen, I hate when I have to like be DJing over here somewhere and I'll be like, yeah, but I got a pedo. I hate, and I say it, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I gotta stop saying this. I hate it. But I don't want to keep y'all unless y'all want to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I definitely.
You done? You still?
You know what I'm saying? I don't.
You still got something else to say?
Get it off your chest.
You want to get it? You
want
to. Hey, it's up to you, man.
Because we gotta start talking about business. I know that.
I mean, that's a whole nother business thing
we went
too.
to a whole nother dimension.
That's a business thing, It's solving a problem, solving, something that's controversial.
You want to be your own. You want to be your own boss. You want to be a CEO. You want to start your own. Yeah, it don't matter. You starting your own clothes brand. You starting selling water or something, or doing your little lemonade or something.
Mm-hmm.
If you're afraid to be in the studio, come to Watson Way Studios, baby.
Let me look at this camera.
Come to Watson Way Studios. If you starting out, come to Watson Way Studios. Let's get it. If you shy, you trying to work on it, you want to scratch, come to Watson Way Studios. Look, scratch it. But no, what about business other than, what I'm saying? Okay, that was a big business problem that just go get some co-ed bathrooms, some family bathrooms, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's for big business.
Yeah, just in case somebody.
I even got the problem solved. I have a female bathroom and a male bathroom here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna get y'all a new toilet seat soon, but yeah. I mean, I was like, shoot, it ain't got no toilet seat. You ain't got to worry about lifting the seat. You feel me? That's how I feel about it. But what about are you in business? Like, you have an actual LLC?
I'm trying to get on. I've been trying to get into it.
Whether you don't do or don't have the LLC, so your business is fitness.
Yeah, that's what I want to have on that. Yeah, business and fitness. Yeah.
Talk about it.
Okay.
Like maybe so. Is there a projection that you have? If there's something that you are currently doing? Matter of fact, let's start with what you currently doing with your business.
I'm just been working out, that's really my business. Just working out, just doing the fitness journey.
Is there like sometimes there's like certain coaches, and many times they, with certain clients they focus on certain things, but there's sometimes certain coaches who focus on like weight loss.
Yeah.
Or that's your focus.
Yeah, weight loss. Yeah.
Or because then there's also muscle building, which is sometimes go hand in hand with weight loss, but sometimes it comes after, obviously. but or it's goes hand in hand because when you lose weight, when you lose fat, you actually gain. You know, you're gaining muscle.
Yeah.
We all know that you can still have more muscle more muscle than fat, and you end up weighing more than you did when you had to. But
yeah, so your goal is weight loss right now.
Right, that's your goal.
My goal is weight loss. Yeah.
So are you like watching the scale, or
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
you know getting so much time and then you get on the scale?
Yeah, no, I'll be watching scale. I'll be doing scale. Like, I'll be trying to come out with this transformation video.
Okay.
I've been trying to come out where I'm at right now. Where I was at like 4 years ago, like a year, like 2 years ago. Because I was like 2 years ago, I was like 400 pounds. I'm at 500 pounds, and I changed now. Like, shit, I'm in threes.
3 years, yeah. So how you get your pacing? Because like right now, like for me, I'm doing my own health lifestyle, and I'm starting with the way I eat. I'm starting to flow into more physical activity because, of course, health is wealth, and people need physical activity. And we sit down a lot of times. Like we sitting down right now, and after this, we somehow got to be active. So right now, like my active time is while I'm, at the fundraiser on the job clocked in doing business. But I know sometimes, whenever I have lackadaisical weeks where I'm not at one thing, it's lackadaisical there, and vice versa. I may burn out and I need to catch that balance. And once I catch that balance, I know I'll have to, set aside that time in order to work out and really, get a good pump in. And I think that's pretty healthy for me. I'm not weightlifting. I'm not, I would say cardio conditioning, but where I'm at, I do get a good amount of movement. I'm constantly moving, and I'm burning a lot of calories, and because I have a very fast metabolism. So I know weight loss wise, food is important, but as far as building muscle, what can you say for a young cat like me? Because I know I've heard heavy, right? If I'm trying to
I don't do no proteins, y'all. Like, I'm straight natural, man. I never, the only thing I really like when I do on my little fitness journey I'm on right now.
You vegan now?
I'm not vegan. I tried it. It's just I tried. It's nasty.
I understand
that. I had like vegan wings and that shit was nasty.
It's different, yeah.
I throw that shit away.
Like cauliflower wings.
Yeah, like that shit was so nasty. I was like, I can't do it.
I'm gonna try it.
I couldn't do it. It's nasty. I was like,
out of hunger.
I forced myself to eat it, but it was like, I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you used to the other stuff.
It's expensive.
Being vegan is not expensive.
Well, for you it's expensive only because it's very off-putting to try something new and you focus on something else, and that's where I get caught up in. I'm like, okay, I gotta focus on one thing and I can build from that. So like
that's the right way to do a diet.
Yeah.
That's most people try to diet and try to just change everything at once. And I just explained this to an older person. I was like, no, you got to take one thing at a time. Take away your red meat. And then as you get used to that, take away this. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost the same thing. I can say it's almost like saying the thing mixing music. And I just learned this here recently. Like, you got to cut before you enhance type thing. But yeah.
Yeah, I can agree because everything is expensive.
Yeah.
Everything is expensive, but it's expensive to learn.
Yeah.
It's expensive to learn.
Yeah.
It'll progressively, like for my account, like if it's progressively, like at first it's expensive because it's something new, and then when a person like for me, whenever I got the hang of it and seeing and got a taste for things, and curved my palate, because it is a change, getting off of the meat or getting off of whatever that's normal.
Like, you got some people who eat beef ribs instead of pork ribs. You gotta understand, like, beef and pork is different.
Yeah, it has a different smell, different taste, has a different texture.
Stuff you gotta understand. You got the beef. You got some stuff it bring you to You're gonna be on those. You're gonna be in the restroom. You got the other stuff. It's just gonna it sit right with you. It don't just flush.
Yeah, you can't put your body in shock because trying to go cold turkey on stuff. Not many can do that, but it is doable.
Yeah, because you got people out here who out here. Like you got some people out here. You got people who just eat. And that's how they make their income. They're not
thinking about eating. It's just if it tastes good, I'm hungry.
I see a dude on TikTok, and he go to all Chinese foods, and he go to all money doing that. And I want Chinese food. And he make a plate, and he get a full plate, and he just
I know.
kill his plate. And black dude, African, and he go in there and he go kill plates and I didn't realize he be battling people.
Like the people who be mukbanging or drink a whole big thing of shit.
And he just eat, and that's what he do, and that's what he do every day.
Not even thinking about his health, right?
I won't do it that way. I'm not gonna do it that way. I was thinking about it kind of like
that's crazy.
Yeah, because some people go vegan for the wrong thing too. Like me, it's a health thing.
Stay with your fruit, y'all, and I'm not gonna lie, man. If you I've been on this since I be in the sun of y'all, meditation, that's good.
Yeah, of course.
Too. Meditation,
hey, eat your son for real.
I'm telling you,
vitamin D.
Hey,
very, very deficient.
Stay fit, stay sweat. You gotta have that. You gotta have that sweat, y'all. Hey, you might go out there and mess with the horses. Go out there, go walk, go talk to the dog, walk the dog. Sometimes, hey,
eat them vegetables first.
I'm telling you.
Eat the vegetables first.
Have something you can do. Take the kids to the park or something. Go walk. Go talk. Do something after work. Don't be on the couch.
Yeah, because this is a different pace for me because usually on the weekend, I'm picking up shifts. I'm picking up shifts. This is something different. Picking up shifts.
I ain't trying to cut into nobody paper chase because I'm gonna go fundraise too.
I was fundraising before and I was thinking either before or after.
I thought about it too. I chose to do after. We're gonna go after.
Exactly. I'm like after.
My after hours is good. We gonna be good.
Yeah, because I didn't know how far this was going. I'm like, okay, this time within this, let me go ahead. I woke up before 7:30, ran in 5 minutes, 25. Get out of 3 on. Get out of 7. And I'm gonna go over here and get my hustle on over there real easy. And then I'll probably be back within the same weekday or weekend. And because doing that, I can have some free time and delegate my own time playing with autonomy. I can have this type of time and take that initiative upon myself because it's easy walking in to something that somebody else scheduled for oneself. But me scheduling something for myself, I really have to get up and go and accept, okay, it's not a sacrifice. It's something that needs to be done.
Yeah. It's like you gotta, hey, I gotta do this I'm doing this for the better. I'm not doing this for I'm just not doing this. I'm doing this to just I'm trying to change my life. I'm not trying to be in this in the next 5 years. I'm not trying to be working in a job. I'm trying to have my own business. I'm trying to have my own. You trying to have something in your name. You I don't have you, you be there, you trying to be Bobby. You're not trying to be Clyde. You trying to be Bobby, but Bobby is owning the whole business. You got Clyde. Clyde is your opponent. Your people who go get the bring it in. You paying them, but you the boss of the whole thing.
Nobody's above the program type of deal.
Yeah, you the boss. You want to be the name of the whole thing. You want to be a CEO. You gotta have your clients.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, and that's the thing. You gotta understand. You would want that. You want to build that. You want to build that in your kids. You want to build that in your, and just have that agenda in your life. Hey, I want to be great.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what I do. It don't matter if it don't matter if I go out here and sweat. I go cut this grass. I go cut this yard.
Change this oil.
I go sell these hot dogs. Whatever you doing? When I heard doing this workout,
I got some water.
Change this damn tire.
I just grew some pecans off the tree.
I'm not in the car industry, but I know a little bit cars. I'm like, I know about a little bit.
I'm only asking because you keep saying like car stuff.
Hey, yeah, like that's the best way to get it. So I would change oil for everybody, but everybody rather go to somebody else or
Look, you
their
ain't gotta
their
tell
own
me
thing.
nothing. I was certified in auto mechanics, remember?
Yeah.
And people would rather go do this, and I had actually proven my point before. Like, y'all wanted to go to the big, y'all want to go to the big dogs. Guess what? The big dogs didn't put your wheels back on. They had you driving down the street with your wheels about to fall off.
Yeah, some stuff loose. They said they filled all fluids. No, they didn't.
Never.
Yeah,
I just went and bought a new
here's your
car.
filter.
They talking about they cleaned the car, they detailed it again. The same dirty fluid was still in the same.
Yeah, they gonna you go to the same place. I guarantee you, when they recommend a air filter, it's gonna be the most expensive one, and they gonna recommend it again instead of the cabin filter. I went to.
The cabin filter and the air filter is two different. And
Exactly.
They're supposed to upsell you on a cabin filter.
But
you're supposed to buy both.
Yeah, both, but they replace one and then neglect the other one because I know because I replaced it myself and it's still gonna be expensive.
They don't want to pull apart.
You gotta understand.
It's
like you gotta understand. Like you have somebody who like, hey, like I had on my car on my little Tahoe. They was like to get everything fixed. They get everything fixed. They wanted like they want $3,500 to get to get everything fixed and everything updated and stuff. And I was like. They're like, you need this, you need this, you need inspections, you need this fixed, and they were just telling me like, and they were just breaking it down like,
yeah, because they expect you not to know what the hell, because I'm like, I went up in that place, and whenever I got lowballed, overpriced, I was like, how am I supposed to know my filter look like? I was like, let me think about that again. I'm supposed to know what my shit look like.
Cause like you got like I got my air filter fixed last week. That was $780 for just that little deal.
The air filter?
Yeah,
they gave you a K&N and a K&N with like
AutoZone is like $70. Well, it can go from $7. You go from $40 depending on
40 to 70. Yeah, 40 to 200. Yeah.
And you got so many people. You got the. It's not.
They gonna mark it up.
They gonna mark it up, and they gonna understand.
They gonna have somehow, some way with others something. That labor.
But
you gotta pay the labor. And
air filter, or was it the cabin air filter?
I know the deal when it
under the hood.
Yeah, kept running hot. The air filter, that mother was like
kept running hot. Wait a minute. Okay, so first off, again, just like I had to tell my auntie, this system don't got nothing to do with this system like that.
Right.
Air filter is not gonna make your car run hot.
I mean, only it may lead to.
No,
it won't lead to.
It was just like
you had an air leak.
Air leak
somewhere. And like every time I used to drive down the street,
they didn't patch it. They were trying to
pick up. It was just
running
hot in that mud. And like sometimes I couldn't like.
So it was a different problem.
Okay.
Yeah. They put. Okay.
Yeah, he had to he told me like, hey, you like, man, you could have really your car could have really blown up, man. I couldn't really.
He was exaggerating.
Yeah, he not selling shit. Yeah, you want people to buy shit.
Yeah,
your car was gonna eventually try to tap out on you on the fact that your air fuel mixture was, being too hectic and stuff like that.
Sit down, dog.
He used to be a little erratic with that. Yeah, that's crazy. But no, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like how people just try to manipulate people. Earlier, or some conversation we was having earlier about, people just kind of, where it comes to leading from love instead of people trying to manipulate, and like how I feel like about being alpha, about like how some alphas just kind of use manipulation in regards. But we ain't even got to circle back to that because we definitely passed that. But be good to people. 9 times out of 10, if you don't just, be trying to have greed off of it, we all can make it. That's what I've been learning, like for real. You like Snapple Apple. Ooh, look, did you know that they got the big one now? They got the big one now. I was like, oh my gosh. I just seen it the other day. I was like, I gotta get it. And I'm probably behind on it. I don't go shopping often. I'm one of those hermits who sit inside.
I was thinking, I was telling your brother, I'm like, I didn't know the house, and I called him, I'm like, I'm just gonna go give me some snacks, and I'm just gonna give me like I just want something I can just drink and like have fun.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with coming prepared. Sure.
Get your comfort foods and
Yeah,
things. You
yeah,
feel me? I mean, that's why I told him I was like, I don't want, because cameras and microphones, they can be intimidating and all that. Like, but I hope y'all enjoyed yourself.
I had a great time.
Like,
Great
and,
time.
you know what I'm saying? Just chilling. Like, I that's kind of what I want. But
Yeah, thank you for letting me have Bubba Dog and
at
you being
another
cool with it
time,
too.
I'm working on getting different microphones too. So like that's what I'm saying. Like any donation definitely works. I'm working on getting microphones so we don't even have to have these microphones in our face. We can have the lapel microphones. I have lapel microphones where we wouldn't all be able to have a microphone. So like I said, I'm working on getting, leveling up. Any donations, like I said, is always going to the channel. But yeah, those lapel microphones is gonna be dope, so that these don't have to be in everybody's face, especially for people who really get more intimidated. The lights and cameras is gonna have to be there. You just gotta get used to that part. But
I'll be around that every day.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I'll be doing the YouTube. Man.
Yeah.
For sure. So I'm talking, what I'm saying, like when people come,
It'll be the
who's
norm.
not used to it.
You gotta have persons who just, because you like, when you just speak and you just out at jobs, you gotta be you in front of 1,000, 100 people, 550 people, 30 people.
Mm-hmm.
You performing.
You performing.
You performing.
You
Yeah.
speaking out. You smile. You got the whole room looking at you.
Yeah.
You
got
shining.
got the attention, got the floor. Yeah.
You got the lead. And they looking at you. They want to see what you learned today.
Yeah. Seize the
Every day
moment.
is a learning day, bro.
Always.
Every day is a learning day.
I know people. I know even when it comes to spirituality, it's a different thing than when it comes to the other realms. Like even when it comes to a blessing, the word lesson is in there, y'all.
Yeah.
So whether it's a great blessing, even down to the one lesson that you feel like was so negative, remember there's always a silver lining. First off, and there's always a lesson, even when there's a blessing. So take heed for sure.
Pay attention. Hear that? Hey, go with your gut, y'all. Go with your first thought. Don't start thinking hard. Don't be on one topic. You gotta go with your first thought. You gonna have you go with your first thought.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, bro? What's your last piece? Get up out of here.
Think outside the box, think inside the box, because within a picture is a bigger picture, and in a bigger picture, there could be a small, sense of emphasis that people may be stuck in, or one may be stuck in. You got to recognize being in a box and being outside of a box. Limitations, boundaries. Be aware of them. Spatial awareness.
Until next time, y'all, it's been a sofa session. Thank you boys for coming. You men for coming.
Yes,
Salute.
Salute. Yes, salute.